What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Yes.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Absolutely. Told you.
I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
Are you sure I'm still here?
This is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything. We'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Sounds good.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket.
Except for you.
If you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person?
Who knows?
Here we go.
All right. And we're back.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley touched the bucket tightly to his chest.
And entered the door on his left. Yada, yada, yada. And, the meeting room. Yep, we've been through this.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more. Perhaps his boss's
room
office
closet.
was where he'd find answers.
We went down,
To a
remember?
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Alright, let's see. Money in the morning. Oh, hey.
Found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these.
There will be a
only
reward.
The intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
Yeah,
You
sure.
can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Alright. Yeah, alright.
The bucket knew all along.
Yep.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
Absolutely. Oh, we got another one.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about
Stanley fig.
mini stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlurines?
Ah.
Stanlurine under your belt.
Okay, sure.
walk
And
straight ahead
escaped.
to the exit door.
This is the first ending we got. Remember? The end is never the end. Alright.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here.
Are you glad?
You'll find this place eventually.
Oh. Can I go back up?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much.
It's creepy.
It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content.
Don't team up on me,
We're the
you
ones that
frickin'
matter,
fern.
Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
No.
Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line?
No.
We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
No. Alright, fine. We'll follow the adventure line. Wait. We'll follow it. Alright.
No one knows where it'll go off to next. Oh,
Yeah.
and some silly music as well.
No. Not this again. Ba 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 da ba ba da ba ba
Now
da.
this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
What?
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans.
I don't remember that.
Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No. No.
Don't you get it, Stanley?
No.
We need to get rid of the bucket.
No, 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 no,
That's
no,
why
no, no,
I'm
no.
very proud to introduce a brand new character.
No, 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 no.
This is the bucket destroyer.
No, 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 no. I don't like
think
the
it'll make a
bucket.
wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True,
No.
it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along.
No, no, no. I like my bucket. I like my bucket.
Can you guess what the bucket destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine.
No, no, my bucket. Can I fall through the floor?
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the bucket destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows.
Fine.
That is its singular
Fine.
personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with
Oh, I
only
can't
one
give it up.
personality trait
Oh, thank
deserve to
goodness.
join the pantheon of
Oh,
beloved
thank goodness.
Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the bucket destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of bucket destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't
No, the bucket is mine. I don't care. No.
Quickly now. The fans
No.
are waiting. Do it. The fans,
No.
Stanley. Give
No.
the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Well, I died. Oh, screw you and your bucket.
The bucket destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you.
All I could do is destroy
spellbinding stories
a
about
bucket.
you.
That's
All
it.
Squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were
Terrible. Terrible. Garbage. Okay, fade to black.
Go somewhere else. The cargo lift,
Ooh.
yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Okay, this is... Don't fall off, Stan. The man. Got another one.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlurines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley?
Stanley and
What name
Figlies.
better
Just
encapsulates
combine
the
them both.
intrinsic sense of
Combine them
happiness that you
both.
get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen
Oh.
go up by one. Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
I'm sure. Alright. Well. So these are... Okay, we've collected 4... Oh, stairs. Something to do with the stairs. Someone both red and blue. Okay, so... Okay, I know where the third one is. I think I know where the fourth one is. Okay. So we'll go after the third one, which is this way.
To the boss's
Up. Yep.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines.
Yep.
Very soon, you'll collect the last one.
Almost
and then
there.
The first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be
Are
different
you sure?
people by then.
Are you sure?
Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines.
I can.
None of us can.
Alright. Let's get the next one.
Beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove
Aha!
it. The last stick.
Got it. Got it.
Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it.
Or
Where
is it?
so many people expect to be
Or-
rewarded
or is
for
it?
trivial achievements.
Or is
you've
it?
insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
It is.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
Oh, shut up.
Instead, I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here.
Oh?
And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Hmm.
Now listen carefully. Stanley, I'm
Whoa.
sorry, but I have to put a
Whoa.
pause on things. It's
Whoa.
it's those figurines, those Figlers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness?
Not really.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Oh, not this
Nothing more
again.
than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
This shit again, bro. Why? When Stanley found the collectibles. The memory zone. Alright, back here. Wait, there's no bucket.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible.
Okay.
Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain?
Because it said
We
6.
were so innocent.
Ooh,
We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
what's that over there? 7. I now have 7. I now have 7. Huh. Weird. Oh, I'm back here.
And here was a second Stanley.
8.
You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley.
That's
I'll be
new.
honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them.
Yeah, it
let
doesn't
alone
work.
6. But you continue to
That's new as well.
surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
You're more of a mundane, alright? Boss's office, warehouse. Boss's office, warehouse.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Shit. I think it was the warehouse. Was it the warehouse?
No. The warehouse was the 4th place you found a
Oh.
figure, not the 3rd. Well,
I
guess
can't-
perhaps I shouldn't
can't
be
go
surprised.
back.
Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know what? If the warehouse feels like the 3rd place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments? Let's see. What came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember. being in
No,
this room,
I don't
but it's
think we're
in the
here.
Memory zone, so it must have happened.
I'm not too sure about that, narrator. Weird. Yep, this is where I found one of
This
them.
was the 5th mini stand, and this one was
This is
really
correct.
something special. It was under the stairs. I remember it so clearly because this one is particularly special to me. I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Alright. What? This is some 2010 iMovie stuff right here, y'all. Look at this cinema. I love the graphics. Hell yeah, brother. You found it under the stairs. Best boy.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Yeah, I think you maybe should have done the 8 minutes on spending on something else. Yep.
The final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors.
Correct.
This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works?
Right.
All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself,
Oh.
yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Oh wait, do these lead the same way? Okay. You are in the present. I figured that.
And then...
Oh.
because
Whoa.
we've caught up to
Whoa.
the present moment.
Look at
Nothing left
Inception.
to move
Whoop.
onward into
Whoop,
the
whoop, whoop,
future.
whoop, whoop.
Goodbye, memory zone. No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards.
This reminds me of
To
the
the
Matrix.
memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
No, I'm good. Let's move on. Or not. Fine. I guess we're not moving on.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this.
Something's going on
I
with the
must say,
narrator.
all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear.
My
in
man's
mind.
is
Let's
losing
keep
it.
going. I want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Yep. Okay, uh-huh.
Yes. I love that video.
The Big Apple? Yeah, I don't remember the
Still
Big
don't
Apple.
remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
A solid room.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Okay. Oh, no, I can't go down that way because I chose the wrong way. Yeah, narrator's losing it a bit.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too.
Great.
The past is truly a wonderful thing.
Fantastic.
Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the Stanlurines.
Yep.
Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going.
I don't.
What else is there? What came before this?
I'm good. Oh. We are going back in time.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on.
Yep.
I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything.
Yeah, you did put a rosy
I'm
filter.
actually quite fond of it now. Look how much... Oh, yes! The two doors! Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory.
We're going ball back. Oh, and back to the
And
office.
before everything else, there was your office. Was there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember. Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. Each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship.
Like the bucket?
And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh. Well, you know what, y'all? I think that's gonna be it for this series of the Stanley Parable. What an odd game. I'm sure there's a couple endings I missed, and if there are, please let me know. I would like to maybe revisit these. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me in this game of the Stanley Parable 2, Ultra Deluxe, and regular editions. One hell of a game. And I would also like to personally thank the narrator for being a complete ass. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been the Stanley Parable. Smash and bash.